shooting. Yeah. You don't normally get them standing like that. They normally sometimes. What? Very nice round. Nice thick bases, good ridges, good tips.
So we saw these blessed buck, made a short stock. This looked like a mature ram, and 200-yard shot off the sticks, dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, very nice.
My first African animal.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good stuff, good stuff. Jesus, great standing shot, 200 meters, wind howling, beautiful black wildebeest bull.
Oh, nice.
That is a fucking weather. Hey, that is a beaut, that's what you want.
It's not weathered, it's a battle.
Wow, that battles. When they start getting cracks like that. And then obviously the white tail, white tail.
Alright, so we came across this wildebeest at around 220 yards in blistering wind. Could barely keep steady. I had to make it a standing shot because these guys like to run around like a bunch of crackheads. They won't stay still. So I had to make a pressure shot, and luckily it aimed true right down into the chest area. Since it was facing right at me, and it ran just a little bit before it dropped. So I'm really happy about how that turned out.
Well done, no, Evan, well done. Yeah. Very nice ball.
Yeah, thank you.
Very, very good ball, very good shot. Well done.
Awesome. Yeah. Really happy about that. Yeah. All right, so that was really interesting. The zebra was constantly moving. Gave me like a 1-2 second gap to shoot. So after tracking it, it kept moving around this gully here, and finally it exposed its side for like just a second. And I was finally able to get on target, and by the time I pulled the trigger, it was already moving. So I had to quickly adjust and then pull the trigger, and it was facing away from me, so the bullet went right up into his like his rear stomach area and went up like this, up into his heart, and it stoned him. And he kept running for maybe 50 yards, and then he just blew through this fence, flopped over right here. Right in this gully area, which literally everything has thorns on it. So it's not gonna make it easy, but yeah, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous animal. Man, I didn't think I'd be seeing any of these out here, but I'm really, really happy we ran across this guy. All fun is lonesome here. So.
Well done, good shooting, eh? Good freaking shit.
Oh, that's a beautiful animal.
Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Saw this impala. It was in a dry riverbed, and Remy made a stock on it and got a little far away at 316 yards and took a shot, reported to us, and dropped her fast just like we wanted to. Beautiful animal. We're happy to be here.
pretty, very pretty.
Well, we saw this lechwe at about 300 yards and didn't make the perfect shot the first time, but had some good follow-up and managed to track him down and put a final shot into him. Very, very happy that we were able to retrieve him because don't like making bad shots. Just so happy to be here, and thank you for Crusader Safaris for making this happen.
Yeah, holy cow. This thing took like, what was it, like 8 shots? And it finally did it actually kill over after a few minutes. And this guy would not go down. And it went down in like this really steep terrain, really far out here, but yeah, I shot it really big. It's huge, it's like a moose. I did not expect it to be this big. Alright, so this is day 2, this Sunday. We're mainly here to look for, what is it, bushbuck and a warthog. Hopefully you can find something really big down here. It'd be really cool. A lot of open clearings, a lot of glassing that we can do. So looking forward to that. Already seeing some lechwe and a lot of other stuff down there. So let's see what we can find. So it's day 3, back in the same place on the next day because we saw a lot of really big pigs out here yesterday. We're definitely looking for that. Also looking for bushbuck to start off in the morning, and then I'm working on trying to find those really big pigs we saw yesterday out in the flats, and hopefully some other stuff as well, maybe. So we'll see.
Bush lunch. Some sausage, onions, tomato, make some sausage rolls. Better than sandwiches.
Holy cow, it's really windy. Yeah, so I just saw this nice fellow deer standing really high up on a ridge, 200 yards above us, and I'd quickly get on sticks. You know, we had a short window, so I'd quickly like stand straight up and shoot right up at him and pull a bullet in his shoulder before he got away. And yeah, that's about it. Shot a really nice looking fallow deer. Maybe we'll run into something bigger, but yeah, it's really nice. Happy about that. Right now we're stalking a whole bunch of blue wildebeest. There's one golden wildebeest mixed in with the group. We're just trying to peek over the top of this hill. It's about 460 yards. We're gonna try and get a shot on one. Shot high, high. So, you know, not much to say about this one. We saw this huge lechwe bull with a ton of females around it, just off the road a bit. So we hopped out, and when we saw it, just, you know, popped him where he stood. You know, just laid him out. Just put him right there in the shoulder. So.
We came up on these assertive sable here, and we were lined up on a really nice sable, and then this one stepped out from behind the rock just as we were about to pull the trigger on the other one. And this was the sable that was the obvious king of the pack here. So took a shot at about 200 yards, just rolled it. And this is a very regal animal, and the animal I really wanted to get while I was here in Africa. So very appreciative for this opportunity. Huge blessing to be able to put this on the wall. Saw this golden wildebeest with a group of blues, and there was two of them. First shot was at about 450 yards. Just stretched the windage a little bit and shot him a little bit towards the back, and I had to chase him down, but second shot slowed him down, and then took one more shot at a little over 400 yards and dropped him way up on a hill. So lots of work, very unique trophy amongst wildebeest, and happy to be able to take this home. This one was hard on to get. He took a few rounds. Put one right into his shoulder. Broke his, I think it was his right leg, and his right front leg, and he couldn't move all that much. And he started running, so we had to quickly come up behind him
and I was able to get on the sticks and make a standing shot at a couple hundred yards, a little over a couple hundred yards, while he was running to the left. And I believe I hit him in the left shoulder and stoned him. Just like hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. And took even another round after that in order to put him down finally. But yeah, a very, very, very beautiful water buck.
We saw this blue wildebeest is being chased around by a bunch of blessed buck, and it took us a long time to get the herd to settle down. Watched them go through a valley, come up the other side, about a 210-yard shot, and dropped him like a rock. One shot, one down. Well, we saw this hartebeest in a group and got up on him. And boy, if you come to Africa, bring lots of ammo, because these animals are super tough. It took us a while to get him to come down, but we managed to finish the job. And you know, sorry for not having a clean, quick kill, but this thing really fought. And happy that we were able to finish the job.
On the left.
Thank you, Seve. Yeah.
Great shot, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. Beautiful sighting.
Yeah, after a couple hard days, and we shot didn't really do much this morning. We did get a nice fellow buck, but this afternoon has been very eventful. We got a lechwe, really nice lechwe, that water buck, and then right at the dusk we saw these guys basically on the other mountain from us. We had to quickly get over here in 15 minutes, book it over here and get our eyes on them. And we saw this huge, gorgeous sable here, and luckily it was staring straight at us, but after it saw us, it ran a few feet, and then it broadsided, gave me the perfect opportunity to send them right into its shoulder, and it ran probably 30 yards, and then it collapsed right here on this rock here. So I'm really glad it didn't go any farther, because I didn't want it to run 5 miles and have to track it all night. So really happy how things turned out. Couldn't be happier.
Sean, our guide, saw this hartebeest. It was pretty windy, my hair got in the way, but after setting up a couple of times, I was finally able to get a shot about 200 yards. Took a second shot, took him down completely, and I'm just so excited.
This wildebeest was running with 2 other bulls. The wind is whipping. We have a storm coming in tomorrow, and blowing about 20 miles an hour. Almost impossible to take a standing up shot. So did a kneeling shot and put one through the heart and just dropped it.
Alright, so it's day 5. We're up on the plateaus up here looking for blue wildebeest. Also looking for some impala down in the region here. Also, we're looking for some nice fallow deer. We saw some yesterday. Really great big nice buck there that we might run into again. Hoping that we do get the chance at that again. So it's really windy, but we'll see what it has in store for us. So.
Saw this beautiful water buck about a mile or so from the truck. Made a stalk on it and presented itself at about 300 yards. Took a nice first shot and a second one for insurance, and then dropped him right there. Long ways up the hill and a long ways from the truck, but well worth the hike. Well, I know when we shoot a trophy because our guide Sean wants a picture by himself with the animal, and that's happened twice so far with the sable and with the big trophy water buck that I shot in. He'll take a picture with this one too. This is a beautiful fallow deer, a very difficult deer to shoot at a trophy level after the rut, but we got lucky on this one and was able to take him down, and really privileged to be able to shoot yet one more animal that is worthy of a picture with Sean. Well, it's day 6, and we've kind of changed our hunt strategy and started focusing on kudu. We've seen a big bull a couple times, and so we are glassing for that and focusing on trying to find him. Much like an elk hunt, really, when it comes to these animals. It stays in the trees, likes to hide, and so lots of glassing, and so we're looking forward to trying to find it and make it happen.
Okay, y'all, we've just Anthony's put a great shot on a kudu bull that we've spotted from down there. We actually saw him yesterday. He was too high, late evening, we didn't get enough time. So yeah, we came back this morning, spotted him high up again. We put a hell of a walk in, come around the top. We weren't sure if we were going to see him or not, but yeah, he was presented bloody nicely in the standing in the sun, getting a bit of sun here, and yeah, Anthony made a great shot. He was quartering towards us, but yeah, great shot. We're going to go over and get him now. But yeah, a really nice bull. Beautiful. Good bit of length. Yeah, some nice heavy bases. And they got that ridge pronounced. That's age, eh? Nice big neck.
Well, this is probably the one we worked for the most, and hand it to Remy. She was ready to just jump out of the truck and follow us up this steep hill, and was hoping she'd be able to take a shot at it, but he was quartered hard to us, almost facing us, and thanks to Sean for spotting him. He was just poking himself around a tree, and about a 240-yard shot off the sticks, standing up. Such a majestic animal. You know, sometimes when you take these animals, the funnest part of the hunt is before you pull the trigger, and just seeing him majestically standing there, the sun glowing on him, the beautiful spiral horns and the markings. And it's such a privilege to be able to harvest one of these animals and show them the respect of a good shot and a quick, clean kill. So very happy to be here. Thanks for Guy doing the camera work, the guy behind the scenes, and it's great to be able to capture this for a memory for the rest of our life.
This is the 7th day of hunting. I'm a little worn down, but still excited to see all these animals around. So this morning we were driving around, and our guide and our cameraman Guy saw these impala bucks, so we followed them, and we got out of the truck in about 120 yards. I was set up on the sticks and I was able to take him down with one shot, so I'm excited. Thank you.
Well done.
You know, for guys that are back home right now, imagine oak brush, slate rock, and cobblestone on about a 45-degree mountain to get after this gemsbuck. And oh my gosh, my legs are spent, my knees are spent. This is quite a trophy. I can't believe I've pretty much been able to get everything I wanted on this trip. And this is the icing on the cake. Very happy to take this gemsbuck down. Beautiful specimen. Lots of work, lots of miles on this mountain. I never want to see this mountain again in my life.
Congrats, well done.
Thank you.
Good stuff, well done.
This is our last day of our hunt here in the Baviaansriver, and it was raining this morning, so we stayed at camp, but this afternoon the sun came out, so we headed out, and along this road we saw this nice
Kudu.
I'm sorry. Our cameraman saw it, and wow, I had the opportunity to shoot and take down this kudu, and wow, what a great last day at camp.
Good boy. Good boy. Good dog. Good dog. Look at that. Well done. Well done. Good shooting. Beautiful ball.
There he is, God. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is our beauty.
Oh.
Hey. Good boy, Rachel. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, get my dog. I have a dog. Yes, we popped him. I couldn't have asked left, right, no, yes. On the spot. What a beautiful ball.
Oh.
Very, very nice ball.
Oh,
Shit. Hey. How's those ivory tips?
It's a gorgeous animal.
Yo. No, this was a beautiful ball. Jesus.
Yeah, we'll full body on that for sure.
Lovely. Well done, man. Good distance telling me, eh?
Congratulations.
Awesome. Well done.
That's awesome.
Very, very nice ball.
That's beautiful.
Eh?
Good job, Evan.
I thought I was going to have to put in a lot more work than
Nice
that.
ivory tips. Bigger than Freddy.
Wow. Bigger than Freddie,
No,
huh?
very nice. Yeah.
Wow, good shot.
Oh.
Alright, so on our first afternoon, coming up to, we're about an hour from Durban at the second camp location. We were coming up the road and we spotted this beautiful bull. Is it Iala or Inyala? I can't remember. Which one is it?
Niala.
Iala. And just John spotted him from the top of the truck, just peeking his head over the ridge. And luckily we were able to pull up here and get on, basically backtrack to where we saw him. And he was walking out in the clearing, perfect timing, just as we came up, and I was able to squeeze off a crouched 160, 170 yard shot onto him. And it went straight into the shoulder, and his heart, he went like 20 feet before he dropped. So, very eventful, surprising afternoon on the first time we came up here, so could not have gone any better. So.
Hey, you beauty. Yo. 9 months old.
I'm sorry.
No, he's done.
Dude, I'm so
He's
sorry.
done. That's what dogs are for.
Oh, shit.
No, welcome to them, come on.
Well, I thought hunting Nyala was going to be a little bit easier. Evan shot his on the first afternoon of the first day, and we got lined up on this one at 200 yards, sitting down. Very comfortable rest and steady, and I just don't know what happened. I took a shot, went about 2.5 feet to the left and about a foot down. Made a mortal shot on it, but needed some extra work, and so Sean took his dog Ranger and went into the bush like Rambo after this Nyala here, and managed to do the finish up shot on it and took it down. So very happy for the pH and being able to do stuff. The thorns in this bush are just nasty, and he has a bunch of battle scars to prove it. So very thankful for my pH and helping me finish off this animal and taking care of business.
Remy!
What are you doing, Ranch? What are you doing, Ranch? Eh? What are you doing?
Yeah, he's down! There's some horns on their bongo.
Shit, not yet. Do that at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Grab the gun, Remy.